Okay, so today's deck is one I've been playing the most out of set three, out of the set three season, or this PQ season, I guess, is playing a lot of Anakin Yellow. And Anakin Yellow is a deck that I saw leaks when it first, well, when set three first got announced. I seen leaks of the cards that come along with it. I got super excited about playing Yellow because Yellow, Cunning, and red are some of my favorite colors actually in this game to play, and Anakin being one of my favorite characters to in Star Wars besides Han Solo. I was happy to actually build something with him. The meta has been, I guess, it's been about a month that the set has been out, I believe, and Anakin builds I've seen they mostly have been blue based, and I think even some double reds, right? And every now and then you'll see like a random green Anakin, which I don't think really works for him right now. I think because this format is so aggressive, and I think green just doesn't do it fast enough. Though, is why I think honestly is that blue and yellow are the better colors for Anakin, and I will definitely cover in another video, right? Each color about, and I actually have decks made for each Anakin color. I test every single deck. Every time that I get a leader that I really vibe with, I make a deck based on every color in the game and I see what works the best, right? And in my testing, I can tell you right now that I found the most success with yellow and with blue. And I done the worst with green. I really try to make green work, but it's just not as green belongs with what we want, honestly. So before we get started, we'll play a few Karabast games as well. But I'm gonna go over the deck list and give you my thoughts about how I got to this list and basically why I pick it now, and basically where I think it stands right now in the current metagame. So we can start. So this deck is called, I call it Mellow Yellow. I name all my decks based on something random like this, and you won't ever see anything be named seriously about this game. So we can start with we go in order. And also, this is not the gospel for a deck. This is just what I think works for me right now. If you like it, what you see, use it. Tell me what you think about it. Modify it. Make it better. I'll link the deck description in the pinned comments as well, so you can look. You can check it out yourself and modify it. Test it out on Force Table. Test it out on Karabast, Tabletop Simulator. Test at your locals. But let's get on with it though. So in here we have three force throws. We have Anakin being a target for force throw. We have Ezra. We have Anakin again, Anakin unit, Plo Koon, Mace Windu. So we have quite a bit of units here that can actually enable force throw. I think it's actually one of the better events in the game. Set one we did have a lot of good force units, but now we get like better and better force cards each set, and this is like no different. We got Hotshot Blaster, which is one of the best Mogul targets in the game, I think, right now. Be able to just get a card, and you automatically see it, and you go, "Hey, by the way, I'm resourcing this card because I want to shoot later." It's awesome. I love this game right now because you can get these cards like Hotshot Blaster, and just you see it, you're gonna resource it most likely. Because you're not gonna. I mean, you can play from hand. It only costs one. And obviously, you smuggle it down, it costs three yellow. I get that. But in the ideal world, you want to be able to set up for later. Give you Anakin that big shot. Since this is a really super heavy space meta that we're still in, I added in three Green Squadron A Wing. In my first build, I didn't have this card here at all. I actually ran like the two costs. I think he like draws a card. I think he's called a favorable delegate. You draw a card. He also had like he's a two for 1/5. You draw a card when you play him, and then you discard a card when he dies. He wasn't bad, but I found like I was lacking in like I got enough ground units to do like damage with, so I figured that I'm not really going to have a problem getting a better card out there. So I said, hey, let's go to space because my main space card was the Interceptor, which I was like, this thing is unique and it can't keep dying. So I'd rather a Green Squadron A Wing, get clipped in space opposed to the Interceptor, which will become beefier as the game goes on and on. We got L3. L3 is surprisingly super good this season, and I'll explain for three reasons. This is a Tarkin Town meta right now, and you play a card, and you play against things like Django or Cad or even Quinlan Boss, and they play a card and they ping you, and then they Tarkin Town zap you away, and your first turn's done. It's crazy. That's the meta right now. It's insane. If your leader can play Tarkentown, you're probably in a good spot. Okay, yellow red. Yellow red shell right now for Favilni is so good right now, like because Tarkentown enables so many plays. Moving someone's first turn is so strong because you obviously you set them back a turn, obviously, right? But then, right, you literally like eliminate like tempo swings, them trading up as well. L3 comes in with a shield, which means that L3 can actually absorb a ping from a Django, a Cat, or Quinlan and then survive. That's super important right now in this meta. If you have a shielded unit that come out early, you play L3 or Crafty Smuggler, it's really worth it. I run two surprise strikes. I was running three in this earlier build, but I found that I had to really cut this deck down. It was at 52 cards, and I usually run a 52 card deck, but I decided this time to just go plain 50. So I decided to cut down on the surprise strike because these cards already hit pretty strong already. You're not really worried about, I mean, you're going to close out games anyway with Anakin most likely if they let you, live long enough, and you got Blaster down. So, and I'm not too worried about, damage being missed on the board. We've run three Anakin's Interceptor, one of the best space units in Anakin, or most heroic red now. And, you know, and it's really, really good. It only costs two, and then as the game goes on, it gets two more damage. Then we have R2, which is a filter. He's also unique, but he also is a 2/4. Now, a lot of these cards here, when they play like a Sabine or they play like a 4, or even Battlefield Marine, right? You play R2 and you claim initiative, right? You can use Anakin to trade up, removing their big threat, and then R2 is still putting in work. So he's a lot of these cards here early on, they just there to like trade. These small little weenies here, they're there to trade. Also, R2 is Republic and also a droid. So he works really well when now there are two of them. So you can actually do this a lot. You actually can play another a droid. You can play down early. This may be a waste of the card, but sometimes right, you gotta do it. There are times that I will play now there are two of them with R2 and then play down a K2SO, and you just start demolishing their cards because you do Anakin's skill and K2SO becomes a six attacker of Overwhelm. So you're just clearing out their threats. And also too, right, when he dies, you can have them discard a card or take 3 damage, right? A lot of times though, I would have my opponent take the discard because if you can discard a card from their hand, you're mitigating a potential turn they have there, and obviously you're taking apart their strategy. I don't think people understand how strong that is in this game. Sure, you draw 2 cards every turn, but you have to resource one, early on. So then you take away a card from their hand, and then you put them back as well, and you're already ahead because you played a 4 drop early on already. I played two red threes. I found that this guy being at 3 was too much for me. Like he buffs all the heroic units in the deck by one raid, but I felt like I'm always playing maybe him like once because when you play him like off the initiative, it usually dies in space nowadays to P38 or a lot of the other cards that they just wipe them out. So I figured that have him here too. He's on board for one, and you get a few hits off, and you're lucky enough. Ezra Bridger is one of the best force units, I think, in yellow. He's definitely one of my favorite cards in the game. The fact that he has a 3/4 body and he gets to check the top card of a deck and you can play it, you basically get off action economy. There are times that I get Ezra and I swing with him, and this is not, I'm not kidding, right? I would get a surprise strike back to back. It's crazy. And there are times that it just saves me. I mean, it doesn't always happen a lot, but it's cool that you can see top card of your deck. You can say, hey, I don't need this. I don't know. I don't see myself needing Mace Windu. I'd rather not draw him next turn, so I'll just discard him. The Falcon's there to clean up all these space weenies and then some. Right. Once again, with Anakin's skill, he can be swinging for 5. Right. And then if he takes damage, you can bounce back to your hand next turn and let him heal. One of the best space cards in the game. It's the reason why everyone plays him in Yellow Hero because he's one of the best. Casting Andor is amazing. A smuggle target that you can ready for 5 resources. So if they tap out, you get a red 3 on in space. You can play Casting, have him swing for 4. That's pretty dope. You have him clear up some weaker units. You have him just swing for game. He's just all around good card. I think if you're playing Red Heroic, you gotta maybe play at least him at least two of Cassian. Then we got Tech. Tech here at one. Surprisingly, he's been working out a lot more. Surprised, in my favor than I thought he would. Be able to play like these events that there are times I can't play Surprise Strike, but I think later down the line, but hey, I can now pay for Surprise Strike. I don't mind if it's gonna close out the game. Then yes, I will do it. I think tech is really important. Also as well, you can like resource like a force throw or resource even like a red three, and they get it later. If they just go full ham and tap out. I think against the control matchup as well too, tech's super important because they're gonna clear your board quite a bit, and you want to get these cards back. So then I play now. There are two of them at two. Not funny, but I do. I found playing it at three became too cloggy and became a dead card a lot of times. So a lot of times, this card it's to me honestly, it's a dead card because you need to have a basically like one on the board to make it work. You need to share the trait, so it's fine. I don't think the cards. I think the card's good. It's not broken. It's really good. It's very solid. Like you can play like a 7 cost Cad Bane and ability package as well. It's super strong. I think other decks can use it. Like I think if blue uses it, they get out a Luke early. That's devastating to most decks as well. A Obi-Wan for cheap. That's super devastating still as well. Waylay at two. I like Waylay a lot. Bouncing card back to people's hands is really strong. You can bounce back whatever. This big threat that's in your way. I've learned that bounce back a card can be the end all be all of someone's play because they will tap out hardcore, right? They tap out hardcore, and then you could be like, then you could spark them, right? That's strong. They're tapped out. You play three, then you play spark, and you get rid of that big threat on board. So you're basically safe the next turn, or just like want to get out of the way a sentinel or an overbuff card that you can't kill, just bounce back to the hand. Kito So we were 1/2. A new addition to the deck, I play Aztec Liberating Gunship. It's an ambush for 3/4 in space. Once again, it cleans up these little weenies out there in space, like these Green Squadron A Wings, these red threes that are flooding the board. It's really, really strong. It's something that I'm still fiddling with though. I mean, I resource it more than I actually play it, which is odd, honestly. I think I should be playing this card a lot more, but still some more testing must happen. I play Poe Dameron at three. He's only a card in the whole deck that's resistance, and I wish there was a resistance card in the deck to make it more efficient without there are two of them. But I think if there was, Poe would be so much better. I mean, Poe's a great card. I think Poe is a little bit like kind of overrated, but at the same time too, I can see he's a 5 for 6/6, and he also has like three on attack skills, and for the most part, they were all really really good. Um, Anakin Skywalker's there because he shares the Force, Jedi, and traits. He's a 6/6 for 5. Obviously, you get him down. If you get his off his coordinate, you draw a card. I will tell you now, it rarely ever happens for me. Maybe once or twice. Unless the guy just like really gets like out tempo by me, it's not happening a lot. But he's there because once again, so Poe and Anakin are targets that I like to put out there because of cards like Rivals Falls or Fellow Dragon because they're targets. Because people don't want to stay on the board too long, so they'll burn out their removal cards, and then you'll play another one. You got many back there. We got Plo Koon who ambushes in at three, but coordinate he's in raid three, so he's a 6 shot. But then you got on the board red three, he's swinging for seven. What his coordinate raid, pretty freaking strong. One of the best cards. He's my main target for now. There are two of them actually. There's one Mace Windu in here, just because he does the force target when out of two of them, and also he gets to restand. Um, he's not he's no slouch. I think one is just enough for Mace. You either see him or he impacts the board or not. I mean, I think in my games that I test, when I do play Mace, I generally win the game. He's not bad, honestly. I think he's gotten better with each set, honestly. The final card in the deck is one of my favorite cards out of the set is Resolute, and Resolute is super strong. I think because of these reasons here, it gets cheaper the longer you play the game because obviously you take damage, right, with Anakin, and it gets cost structured by one, and then also it's this capital ship in space that says, hey, you share the same name, you take two damage, right? So it's pretty freaking good. Um, Also, at the same time too, as well, it's an 8/8 in space. Not a lot of cards can answer that. It kind of kills everything that it goes into, so not bad. Okay, so let's go over it. So we'll play a few games with Karabast, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see what we think. All right. Once again, this is not the gospel. Oh, also the sideboard here it is. I have two breaking in, one tech, one extra waylay, two Kira, two Cartel Turncoat, and two Spark Rebellion. This is kind of like my discard package here. These cards, I might add in a pillage. I think the card's really strong too. But there are times that I play Spark and I'm like, man, I wish I could. I kind of wish I had this card because it's just sure I took care of one of your cards, right? But like now, what can I do? I think Spark's really good for like that control matchup as well. To get rid of get rid of their bounties or their super laser technicians or get rid of their super laser blast, that kind of stuff. But the story people know already. This is not anything new. The sideboard's not that unique. It can be worked on. So once again, take any kind of criticism or comments. So we'll get some games going real quick, and then we'll just go from there. We'll play a few. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna win a lot because this deck is hard to pilot to a degree. I think. We get a game going. It's just surprising. Oh my god! So we have Quinlan Green. Let's see if it's gonna work out. This is interesting. Not a tomb. So this hand is not great. I mean, do I just like do I pass and keep everything? No, I gotta mull. I gotta keep up with his tempo. So usually I could probably play this and play this. Play the L3. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna play R2. I'm just gonna ditch Innocent actually to pick up a Plo Koon. I'm gonna pass. Alright, he's going to seize initiative. So I got Mace here, we got Surprise Strike, so I think I might actually resource Surprise Strike right now. Okay. So I'm gonna play two of them. I'm gonna play Plo. So ambush and get that shield. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to use Anakin's skill. I'm going to actually clean up this R2 because he has now two of them as well, and I don't want him to use the capital, well, the Republic trait against me. Um, I think we resource Mace, right? Yeah, I think that's the play. I have face down my resources. What's it face? L3. Mm-hmm. So the play would be to play Ezra to maintain a board advantage. That's clean. I'm gonna kill this card by the way, because I'm not dealing with this right now. Yeah, just kill this thing. This is out of your mind, dude. Come on. Okay, let's do that. So he can flip Quinlan. Okay, so I'm not letting Quinlan live. This is not happening. Play red 3, right? And then I can just send Ezra to him if he's swing. Oh, he got Pokemon. He can ping Ezra, and he can ambush into Ezra. Yep. So this is 4, 5. So this is 3, 6. Okay, I can't do anything here. I'm just going to. Do I just kill this right here? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think I kill that. That's fine. Um, Okay, we got Cassian. That's pretty good. Anakin, we'll deploy Anakin. See what happens. Charles Blade. I think I could. I just want to kill him. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's play K2. And we get 3 base. Alright. Alright, so I can resource Interceptor and I can play a Falcon. I can also play Cassian from the drop. He's gonna want to kill Anakin. So I'll resource this. Yeah, smart play. Okay. I was gonna swing base for 5. Johan, I'll have you discard. What do I do here? The smart play would be this. And then I could do L3, right? Let's do L3. And then we swing. Okay. Yes. We'll tap this. Um, I don't. I think the play is actually resource force throw. Behind the gun. Pretty sweet, dude. All right. So okay, I'm going to swing 4. That's fine. Do this. Yes. That's fine. It's getting kind of close now. Mm, it's got to deal with Poe, honestly, because I think I win with maybe. This is hard. Yep. Deal with Poe. I have a Cassian face down, so I think I just do this, right? Clean this up here. He's got to do a Falcon now. If he doesn't kill Falcon, the Falcon kills him. Good games. That's a good game there. Good game. That's longer than I thought it would be. All right. Okay. Good game. We'll play one more. Play one more. Yeah, I don't think he could win there because he had to clear the Falcon, which he couldn't do with the card. So even with attack the Falcon, he would have lost. Okay, we got Cad Green. That's interesting. Guess we need a mulligan. Mm, I can resource Poe. I resource. I gotta say, Oh, the resource. Maybe him? Maybe Plo? Yeah, maybe Plo because I need to be able to match him, depending on where he goes. 'Cause if he goes to ground, which means you meet him in ground and recover him off. Oh, word? Okay. I'm just gonna play R2. I'm not gonna do anything with that. So he can just CAD me here if he wants. Bib Fortuna, take a damage. I'll claim as Bib. You play one event, cost one less. It's pretty strong. Um, Interceptor. I need to clear the shield actually because Bib's gonna be a problem down the line. Because he played McClunky for free at this point, which is kind of busted. Lady Proxima, that's pretty strong. I play Ezra. I think I need to refresh this. This is a lot. He like just. Oh, okay, he's doing that for one. He's giving something a shield. Oh, he can like Proxima shield. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Your turn's done, dude. So weird. Okay, so I go waylay is back. So I'm gonna just resource Green Squadron. I'm gonna clean up Bit Fortuna. Then I'm gonna start dismantling Lady Proxima, his other big cards. I might set waylay for his Cad Bane play. I mean, the pings went out up actually, so that's the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up this. Cassie. Oh, that's great. I was gonna play that anyway. I will play K2. It's kind of perfect. Exhaust the attacker. I will give one damage to him, and I will claim initiative. His hands get kind of small there, but it's fine. Gilly Proxima Hotshot Blaster. Totally a play. Should pick up a gun. I could R2 in this thing here, but I'd rather clear the shield and then get rid of her next turn with any of these cards here, honestly. Oh, Snapshot Reflexes, that's pretty good. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fair. Mm, that's fine. All right, let's resource an R2. So he's gonna resource one as well. He's losing cards, so what I can do, I can crash K2 into him. I'll use Anakin's skill to give more damage as well. And well, obviously I have to kill him because that's 5 defense. Like this deck does really well. You playing against like another mid-range deck though. This deck is pretty freaking good. This target town should be dead by now. Okay, well, let's just use Anakin's skill. We'll swing into you. So since I play a card that he has like zero attack, if I attack Ezra into the shield, this should be fine. I think once I clear his board, I'm pretty much like gonna win, right? Oh, he's gonna return the card back, so that's also fine. Okay, so I'm gonna give. Okay, 1 damage here. Right now, you got Resolve McClunky. That's fine because I got another Ezra, so that's fine. Oh, you know what? I should play K2. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is play. Watch this play. Discard it. I'm a demon. Oh, this is dope. See, this is what I mean. I don't need this card right now. I don't need either two of them right now. Let's resource it away. Okay. So here's CAD. Excuse me. I'm just going to do Anakin skill and swing the CAD for 6. That's fine. That's totally fine because he's got a swing at me right here, so it's okay. I'll play Ezra. Totally fine with this, by the way. Karabast's Wheelback's interesting. I guess card. So what's this guy doing? Refresh. Okay, so I'm going to ready Anakin. I'm going to also play Falcon. God, this thing is so buggy sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna swing Falcon, then swing Anakin to kill Cad. And I will now pass. Okay. God, this is so bad. Yeah, I'll pay the Falcon cost. Sort of. See, look, so I guess you can play Resolute in like a turn if I take more damage. So he's gonna resource a card because to play the CAD unit. So if he plays the CAD unit, what I'll do is I will play L3, and then I will kill him. What with that? Okay. So that's wow. I could bounce him back to his hand too, but I always takes initiative actually. Okay. V3 there. Okay, cool. Alright. Here. We'll swing here. We got Plo. Oh, let's play Plo. Let's clear that. And we pass. Yes, we'll attack this again. I think it's my game now. Get a gun there. Okay, Smuggler. Yeah, this is my game here. I'm just gonna give a gun to Anakin. Oh. I will give 1 damage to Ezra. Let's give a gun to Anakin. Okay, good games, man. Good games. Choose an action. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Good game, good game, good games. Okay. Gold games? Okay, good games. Yeah, so that's it for today. I think this deck is pretty good. Like I said, against a mid-range deck like this. Like I said, this was Tarkin Town. I would have been dead like 8 turns ago. But I think this deck has legs. Is it the best deck to play Anakin right now in the format? I don't know. I don't know. Blue does it really well as well, but blue has this thing that really drives me crazy. It's gonna sound kind of crazy, but blue, when they tap out hard, and that's what I mean. They rely on so many defensive plays that it makes Like using Anakin for what? I mean, yeah, Anakin has the Force package, right? It's good, but what are you really doing with it, honestly? Like when he comes out and swings, it's like for like what 3? Like I mean, like sorry, like 4, whatever. It's not really feeling strong, but I do see the benefit because it has some of the best removal spells, like Rivals Falls, Takedown, Fellow Dragons are all in there. It's fantastic. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the camp of this. It's play what you like. If like a leader, make it about them, and you can figure out how to do it properly. Um, Most likely, it's going to be either this deck or my variation of Han Green that I'm taking to the PQ, which I can show off after the holidays as well. But I'll be back. I'm gonna have some other decks, and I'll go over the next deck that I want to show off as Obi Wan, which I think could be the anti-meta call. But we'll go over that after the holidays. Other than that, have a good Christmas, Happy New Year. Well, I'll probably be back after Christmas, but have a good Christmas and hope to see you the next one. Bye.